Good evening, everybody. We got a project from our partner. Yeah, that's how he calls AMA partner Doxed. So we're going to talk about a little bit about it later. Just a general announcement. It's always not financial advice. It's infotainment. Do always your own research. What better way to do your research is to ask the question directly to the team. And we got two members of the team sitting in front of us. So a great way to know the project and learn about the project. So people who want to ask questions, they can put them in the chat or raise their hands at the end, and they can ask them live and even win a prize with it. So it's always nice with us. Winning prize by asking questions. So, and we had a lot of AMA, so people won a lot lately. So, welcome guys. So, Hep, do I pronounce it right?
Yeah, Zuhaib.
Sohib. Okay, Sohib. And River. Sohib, you are the founder or the CEO?
So I'm the CEO and
Yeah, I'm the
Zoe is the
founder.
founder of the company.
Okay, fine. Okay, can you guys introduce yourself, what your role is in the team, and what your experience in crypto is?
After you, sir.
River, please go ahead. Yeah, please. River, go ahead.
So I am the CEO of VirtualX. I handle all of the front-facing and media development. Um, I'm I'm part of the team as like a lead on making sure everybody understands what we're actually trying to facilitate going on here. My background in crypto is I've been trading crypto for the past 2-3 years. I have a substantial portfolio. I hold actually more than 80% of my net worth in cryptocurrency. And I have my own crypto real estate startup company that Zohaib helped me put together. And now I'm here helping him with VirtualX.
Okay.
Thank you so much, River. And yes, myself, Zuhaib Kadir, and I'm the founder of VirtualX. I'm basically, by profession, I'm a developer. I'm a software developer, and I started learning and developing crypto projects since 2014. I'm working in crypto domain and working in and develop many crypto and fiat based solutions. Usually, when I just started my career, I developed my first Bitcoin wallet, and you guys will be astonished to listen. Like it took around 1 year and 3 months to develop one wallet, one BTC wallet in C sharp. But after that, I developed many like centralized exchanges. I developed many crypto solutions. Closely work with Japanese companies. I closely work with Canadian clients and USA based customers. And I closely develop many blockchain solutions, many blockchain based techs. I keen to learn on myself on metaverse and gaming related platform. And yes, this idea got into my mind in 2018, like to develop an e-commerce based virtual expo. So I started this idea with by just developing the virtual expo, and then the idea boom, and I talk with my team leads and my developers, and we started working on VirtualX. We have 25 plus team members, and they are some of them are based in Canada, and some of them are from Asia. So we have a huge team, and we all are professional, and we already deliver a high quality and high end solutions. So I must say, Meta, like VirtualX is a current need of the metaverse platforms and metaverse solutions. And yes, definitely, if I go through the VirtualX, it will be really good if River will like just introduce a basic about the VirtualX, and I will jump into the detail descriptions of how VirtualX will like change the whole world.
Okay. And I'm gonna interrupt you because you already said you started in 2018. We read the roadmap. You started thinking about it, and 2 years later you started development. what happened in between? You were
Exactly.
thinking about it or working with the team, making.
Yeah,
Sorry to
at
interrupt.
that time I
I'm gonna
was.
switch over real quick. Sorry to interrupt, guys. I'm gonna switch over
Yeah,
real
sure,
quick.
sure, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that time, I was working with one of another product. Like I can reveal the name, but it was one of a fully solution that was a combination of a hardware wallet plus a decentralized exchange connected to the hardware wallet, and it was containing a lot of sub products and some other stuff. It was for Japanese clients, so my um, um, uh, my motivations and my dedications was on that project at that time, but
Mhm.
now I'm fully dedicated to my own idea, my virtual x idea. And seriously, I think it's a right time for virtual x to be launched. It's a right time for the metaverse platform or for the virtual world to be available.
Yeah. Yeah, because last year was NFTs and this year metaverse. That's what everybody's saying, right? Okay. I think
Yeah,
River
exactly.
is coming back. Yeah. You said you had a team of 25 people, some in Canada and some in Asia. They're already working full time on this, or is it part time, or is it already a company? Or
We we have a proper company, and we have 25 plus developer who are dedicatedly working in this platform, and
Mhm.
some of managing the marketing, and some of technical architectures, blockchain leads, game developers, and they all are working on full-time basis with us.
And how did you finance this? Is this because of the company itself, or your revenue is coming from this later?
Definitely, more revenue will come later, but initially, we as a company are financing the stuff and developing some of the basic stuff. Like we develop the platform, we develop the basic architecture and the blockchain related stuff, and we have started working on the phase 1. But we need more funds for that. So yeah, that's why we are
That's good.
planning to do the pre-sale on time.
Yeah. And then you called Danny and said, "I want to do it by you." Why Doxed?
Why
And
dogs?
he's
Because I
listening,
have
so
very good collaboration. But yeah, anyhow, I have very good collaboration with dogs, and I know that only serious people are involving in the platform. And at this stage, we know that virtual x is only for the serious customers and for the serious buyer, because we are considering that, we are thinking that in very few months, this will be really huge, and this will definitely change the whole market.
okay. I see you're back, River. You're still muted.
But
Yeah, you're back. So let's explain what is VirtualX. What is the meta world?
So Virtual X, the basic concept, it's a two-pronged approach, all right? Our business model follows a system of development first in the interest of making the customer experience as streamlined as possible. In the beginning, we'll be trying to help developers create as much content as we possibly can as easily as we can, right? So the first section of our business model involves specifically development. We're going to be trying to make it so that we can have as many well thought out, necessary, and problem solving products that we can get to the consumer, right? Once we have a decent basis of production and development throughout these internal and external companies, we'll be having this, we'll have these select products that we have in place start to trickle down to the actual consumer. So once we have these products developed and in place, the consumer will be able to use these products in tandem with actually interacting with one another within the metaverse that we'll be developing.
Okay, so you're aiming first on there were like a couple of subjects like e-commerce, schooling, entertainment, and stuff. So you're going for the e-commerce first, or
So there's
we
so go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
brother.
Yeah,
That
please go ahead, or I
sorry,
can.
there's a little bit of a lag. That list of utilities is definitely on the table for what we're focusing on, but there is really no limit to the level of utility that we're trying to bring to the customer. We want to get into as much diversity as we possibly can.
Okay. And with customer, you are not talking about a token holder, but a customer of the Virtual X Meta World.
Yes.
So, and how are
Exactly.
those two, like we're investors, we want to buy the token. So how are those two combined? What are the investors and the token holders, how are they connected?
So, so from a customer standpoint, right, there's going to be a myriad of different applications that somebody can use without being a token holder. For
Mhm.
instance, if somebody was going to, let's just say they wanted to, so you go on Amazon, right? You want to buy a pair of pants. Every person that chooses to will have a virtual avatar of themselves uploaded into the metaverse. You can have that pair of pants projected onto your avatar in the metaverse, and then you can take a step back and take a look at how that looks, and you can decide whether or not you'd like to move forward with that purchase, right? And you don't have to necessarily be a token holder to be able to use the product, but being a token holder has its own set of advantages.
And what are those advantages?
So obviously you get to take advantage of the ever so developing metaverse concept, but token holders, it's a system for which we'll be rewarding people for what's actually my favorite part of the model, which is Zoaib's. Personally, I think this is genius. It's Zoaib's proof of rendering concept, and this is absolutely nothing like anybody has ever heard of before, because a lot of the times when people are feeling like have you seen any pre-development of any metaverse projects so far?
Yeah, no, we had a couple, and it's all different stages and all different ways that they're doing it. So I'm just curious because I read and listened to yours, AMA. So I listened about the proof of rendering and the miners to render. So I thought that was a nice different feature, and I didn't see it, and then different blockchain. But because metaverse is also something conceptual, and people don't really get it. Like, do I have to have a virtual reality glasses on, or do I have to be behind my PC, or can I do it on my phone, or it's still not. Is it a 3D world, or is it something I can watch on TV? It's people don't really get it yet.
Mm-hmm.
What meta world is. Is it Facebook, or is it something online? So it's hard to grasp.
Yeah,
Really
it is difficult to grasp. We will make it as ease of access is obviously, with any new piece of technology, ease of access is number one priority. We want people to be able to interact with the space that we create. You won't necessarily need to have a VR headset, but if you want to submerge yourself completely in the experience, and you want to be a part of this virtual world, and you want to take part in this movement that's going on that we're creating through Virtual X, then it would make more sense, at least personally for myself, to do it in VR. But that doesn't necessarily limit you. If you're on your phone, you'll be able to interact with it. If you're on your computer, you'll be able to interact with it. And furthermore, your virtual property is recorded as an NFT. So you'll be able to access and see your set of assets from any wallet that you can currently do it from.
So because I looked on your website and you got a demo, that's a room with paintings I saw, and I was like, I want to walk to it. Is that something that's going to happen, that you can walk to it, you can touch it, you can feel it, you can sit down, you can talk to somebody? Because now I just spinning, and I said to Danny, it makes me nauseous. I need to stop being on this. And when I look at it, I'm like, okay, what does it bring me? What can I do with it? Is it something that I'm a older user?
Exactly. That is the question that everyone is asking. And here is the reply, that you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's our platform. Our platform is allowing people to use our SDK I mean, I will definitely explain a bit more about the SDK and about the products. That is the answer. Like, you can do whatever you want in the metaverse platform. You just came up with an idea. Definitely, in the previous discussion, you were talking about like which domain we will hit or we will target first, like e-commerce, anything. We are not going to hit or target any domain. It will be the customer or the client who will target the domain. We will provide the support, we will provide the SDK, we will provide the code or the open source platform to interact with your product at any time, at any stage. How this will work? Definitely, virtual x will provide a way to interact with the metaverse, to interact with the meta world called world x. In order to interact with any virtual reality, first of all you need a space. Without space you cannot do anything. So in our first phase, we are going to launch our 3D buildings, and we are allowing people to create or to buy or sell the buildings. So in short, we are going to launch the NFT marketplace for building. It is not the conventional 2D NFT marketplace. It will be a 3D NFT marketplace, where people will interact inside the metaverse platform. They will go inside the platform, and they will go inside the buildings as well. For example, you saw a lot of buildings inside the website. You click the building, you will see how many visitors are there. You will go and you will click and go inside of that building. Here the answer of the demo. Like in the demo, you just saw some of the pictures and some basic stuff. In our next quarter, in next 2.5 months, we are going to launch the buy and sell of the buildings, where people will go inside the building. There will be a live, I must say, a person who will interact with you. He will like sit, he will stand in front of you as a receptionist, and he will say hi to you. In the back, our live support team will interact with you in the back, but in front you will see an avatar. That avatar will interact with you and will say hi to your avatar, and he will say, how may I help you? Meanwhile, you will also saw other people as an avatar, they are moving surrounding the building, and they are seeing in the back of the building. When you will go inside the building, in front you will see the LCD or the LED. On that LED you will see this portion has been sold out, the portion, and their stats like this portion is green mean it's available for purchase, yellow mean it's like available for auction, and red mean it's sold out. And whenever someone will buy, we will do an announcement like, hey, Zuhaib just buy the floor one. Now that floor one is the property of Zuhaib. So this is how we will start the interaction of the platform. This is how our NFT metaverse will start. This is how our marketplace will work. And
Okay.
after, in our next module, we will provide the SDK support. How this SDK support will work? This SDK
You're a
support
little bit
will allow the
buffering.
business or the customer to create. Is it okay now?
You're a little
Yeah,
slow,
sometimes.
brother.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, please bear with me. Yeah, please bear with me. Bad internet connection. But yeah, anyhow. So how our SDK will work? With the help of the SDK, the business or any company can interact or call to any developer or the 3D modeler to render the space. For example, you bought a floor one, and that floor space is 1600 square feet. So now you have an option in the 1600 square foot to develop any kind of 3D model. You can develop school, you can develop an online business, you can develop a promotional space for your product. Even though you can create any custom 3D model. So with the help of that 3D 3D SDKs, you can create your own space. things are not like ending at this stage, because a lot of people will not directly interact with the developer. So for a regular people, we will provide a platform or the app, and with the help of that app, for example, here is my office, and I just bought 1100 square feet office in the metaverse. Now I just want to replicate this office inside my virtual space. So what would I do? I will go to my app. I will go to virtual x app. I will start capturing the video, and once I will done, the same space with same axis, with same like a floor, and with same like each and every model will automatically rendered into my space, and I can create the replica of my model inside the metaverse, and over there I can purchase the same thing. So it means that we are facilitating the business to jump into the metaverse with some few clicks. So we
Okay.
are providing the platform to the
And
community to use our platform and create the business of your choice.
yeah, so you're aiming for business or companies or um, schools or anything to do that. Do you get specific marketing to um, reach them so that they know about this meta world? How are you gonna reach? Uh,
Exactly, we are in a process of yeah, exactly. We are reaching some of the big giants, and our stadium. We are doing in a dealing. I mean, we are currently doing a deal with our stadium buildings, and it's in progress. And in the back, we had a dealing with one of our very very booming client, and they are interested to buy all stadiums where they can do live streaming, where they can create their like sports game over there, and they can do whatever they want in our 3D space. So yeah, we are into an interaction of the big giants. Like any big brand can come and can create their virtual space.
okay. And are you aiming for a specific geographic area, like you did a lot of business in Japan or US, or or you're focusing on one area
No,
first,
no.
or
Right now, we are focusing all over the world, and like
Mhm.
it's all about the planning, and it's all about the chance, or like we can. I mean, right now we are open to work everywhere in the world.
Okay. And you just said like I'm walking inside, and then someone is gonna help me, and then I can purchase floor one, and then it's mine, and then I can kick everybody who's in floor out, or can I charge them a fee for coming on my floor, or like monopoly money, like say if you
You can do
cross my floor, you have to give me some tokens, or how can I earn like a normal regular person also with buying uh, space or assets in the meta world?
exactly. You are absolutely right. You just raise a valid point. That's how we are allowing people to play. Like that's your space. You can do whatever you want. You can add a ticket of visiting your property. You can act as a marketplace where where you can sell your 3D assets. You can act as a store where you can like provide a way to people to interact with physical stuff, or you
Okay,
can add a
and
ticket,
just
a
holding.
small amount of
I'm
ticket,
not
like,
gonna
hey,
do that, but
please pay this
how are you
amount of
gonna stop people from doing like the 18 plus or the we all seen the Pornhub. Uh, if you say I can do everything I want, not me, but um, uh, are there going to be regulations on what people can do and not do, or
exactly. There will be some regulations, because that's the I mean, that's a proper platform where not only the crypto plus physical things are going to involve. So that's why we have to follow the proper rules and regulations.
Okay. And you're just launching now on Doxed with a token. Is the token also going to be a payment inside the virtual world? Or is it also another blockchain payment?
Exactly. It will be. I mean, definitely we will love to use our token inside the platform, and that's our plan. I mean, people can, if people are willing to purchase the property or anything, or 3D model, or like ABC product from our platform in our token, there will be a specific discount on that.
Okay. And with the token, you get a discount. Okay. Because that was a question too. So how does the assets or the revenue of the Meta World of Virtual X, how is that going to go back in the token? Is there, I seen you got the launch thing, and I think the hard cap is 500 BNB, and the price of the pre-sale and the launch is the same. Only by launch you got 10%
Yeah.
tax. Can you say what the tax is divided in?
Exactly. Yeah, the
We
tax
don't
will be
hear you.
divided. 5% will go to marketing plus development, and 3 plus. River, can you please stay? I will switch my internet connection. I will get back in a minute, please.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I had 5% for marketing and development, and then we lost him.
So for the taxation, we are ongoing with the way that we'll be diversifying the allotment, but overarchingly it'll be going back into the project to have to touch on it broadly. Like in specificity, we still have to work out exactly. Let me put it like this, right? If we need more money, or not necessarily, if we need more resources to market the project and development happens to be ahead of schedule, then we'll reallocate. And vice versa. Any part of the project that seems to be needing some more support, this is where we'll be allocating our resources.
So the 10% is like for the team to decide on what part it's going to be necessary to put the money in. Because, is there any incentive for people to hold, for diamond holders? Is there rewards? Are there tokenomics coming back their way to the holders?
So the incentive would be the first and foremost, the incentive would be somebody who is deeply entrenched in the metaverse and our specific product. Like Zoe mentioned earlier, if you're somebody who's developing consistently, let's say your entire business operates on Virtual X and the metaverse platform. Let's say you're a company that's doing $1 million in sales every year, right? And a discount on $1 million in sales every year using our token would be massive incentive to hold in our token. For this specific reason, anybody who's interested or maybe on the fence even about purchasing the Virtual X token, this would be your reason. The second that we have somebody who comes along with a serious product and a set of skills that is well thought out and managed properly, the demand is going to satisfy itself.
Okay. And you already had an aim for a price for the token. It was 6,000 or something, right? Or I think it was already announced how much the tokenomics were for 1 BNB.
Did you hear that, Zoe? I have the tokenomics written down.
Yeah, basically we have first of all in tokenomics we have 100 million supply, and we have 10% dev wallet, which is locked for 6 months. And the same rule I will also share the exact tokenomics in the group in the chat. And we have 10% tax on tokenomics. And from that 10%, we have 5% on marketing and 3% liquidity. We will share in the liquidity pool, and 2% will go to the reflections. So this is how our tokenomics will work.
Okay. And
Yeah.
on the roadmap, you say you're gonna build a new blockchain for the proof of rendering
Exactly.
to miners.
This is my
That's
favorite part.
something. That's something new. Can you explain what it means for this project?
Exactly. First of all, I must say this project is going to be really huge because of a lot of buildings, their interiors, their 3D models, and terabyte of space. So everyone will ask, and everyone was asking the same question that you all are asking, like how you guys will manage this huge system, how people will do the rendering. Because for a regular user, for a simple user who is just using the mobile, who just know about a little bit of crypto, how can that person will do the rendering, or he will upload the 3D assets? So we came up with a solution. Yeah, we came up with a solution that is called proof of rendering. In this blockchain, in this proof of rendering, we are allowing the people to just capture the picture or the capture the video, and the miners will do the rendering, and they will get the reward. Because miners already have a lot of like ETH miner and huge space, and they have the amount of energy that they can spend. So why not spend energy in a proper way, into a proper channel? A lot of people are doing the mining, and they are just like verifying the hashes, and those hashes, people just increase the hashes algorithm. They just increase the hashes difficulty, and people are miners are doing, they are jumping and they are mining and they are doing okay, mining pool are working. Why not spend the energy into proper way? Why not provide a platform to miners to utilize their energy in a proper way, to do the rendering instead of like mining? Instead of just verifying the transaction, we are allowing miners to to utilize your asset, to utilize your GPU, to utilize your power in a proper way, create 3D assets, help the other peoples. And the concept is, in this proof of rendering, we are going to introduce render chain. And this render chain will not only help virtualx, it will be an open source, and it will help all of the metaverse community. Because that's the boom, that's the new era of the virtual world, the virtual reality. So when we are talking about the virtual reality, everyone is talking about the 3D world. So definitely we as a developer has to compensate the 3D world. And this is how the 3D world will compensate it, by providing a way to the public, to community, to render their asset easily. Now, with this achievement, with this blockchain, I will just capture the picture with my mobile, and I will let miner to render my asset, and that miner will get the reward of the rendering. So this
Okay.
is how the proof of render will work.
And the miners, are you gonna buy them themselves, or you gonna get miners to join your project?
Exactly. I will like let miners to join our project. We are planning to create the mining pools, the open mining farms, and those farms will create a software that will provide the rendering. They will, on the back, they can use the same ETH miners. They can use the same machines. They just update the software. They will run over mining pool softwares, and we will allow people to do the rendering instead of mining. And they will get the huge reward on mining, on that rendering.
And they get rewarded in the virtual X token or in Ethereum?
They will get reward in render chain, in RX token.
RX token. And the RX token is not the token that's now on the pre-sale, right?
Exactly, that's a coin, and we have. Definitely we will update our roadmap, and RX token is compatible to like convert in into VX token, because render chain is a huge concept, and we don't want to limitize render change with virtual X only. We want to allow the whole community to use render change, either they are using virtual X or not. So it means that we are allowing all metaverse platform to use render chain to render the assets.
Okay.
and
So
and people who has the Mhm.
yeah, so you got the launch at Dux token now. In what time schedule? You said there's going to be a marketplace in 1.5, 2 months, like a 3D marketplace. Are the miners already in place then, or is that later?
No, it will be later. Initially, we are creating the land, and we are focusing to develop the building, and then those render chain is related to our SDK development and support. And once we will launch the SDK, the render chain will also be launched.
Okay. And what's the time frame for that? For after the 3D market, what's the next step?
After the 3D model, in next 3 to 4 months, we are going to launch the initial version of SDK and the support of the SDK. And meanwhile, we will launch in 5 to 6 months, we are going to launch the render chain. Render chain, in order to complete the render chain, we need the huge amount of budget, definitely, because it requires a lot of investment in architecture, in because there will be a lot of softwares that will take part. We have to develop the mining pools, mining farms, the compatibility with GPU rendering. We have to rethink about the rendering process. We may have to update a software, like, because right now people some of the people may using Photoshop or Illustrator. We might have to update the Photoshop or Illustrator, or we might have to create our own software like that, where people will be able to create their render model, and that will link with our render chain. And so that's why that's a huge system, and will require a lot of stages to develop. But yes, very early, in next after landing, after marketplace of the lands, in our next plan is to create the SDK support plus render chain. So in next
Okay.
5 to 6 months, you will see the latest news is about the render chain.
Okay. And the launch for when is that planned now with Dux? The pre-sale by Dux,
Can you
when is
please
that?
repeat again? Yeah, the pre-sale is on 14th of Feb. Expected time is 14th of Feb, but I will let you know, and
Yeah.
we will announce you properly. But our announcements are right now, it's 14th of Feb,
For
the loving
Valentine's
day.
Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day. No, because now know too, the market is difficult right now. You want 500 BNB, so that's a huge amount. So is it if it's necessary, can you postpone it to a later date? I know Dux did it also a couple of times before it really launched, just to see when the market is good. Is that also um,
Exactly.
something? Okay. And another
Exactly. That's why I didn't provide you I just provided the tentative date. Although we are planning to launch on 14th of Feb, but we can reschedule it due to market situation and all that. We already
okay,
did
yeah,
that, but because at the end of the day, everything is it should be on the side of the community, and it's all about the community. And if community is accepting us, we are good to go.
yeah. No, because I know we're I think the first from the AMA tour. You're gonna start now, and we our community is always looking good into the projects, and Danny knows that. And we look in the website and all that stuff. So people say, yeah, there's not a lot on the website. The team is not there yet. The demo, I tried to walk and it didn't work. So, and I got dizzy spinning around. Are you before that? Is all those and like the text and all that stuff? Are you gonna update it? Like I asked you for the white paper this afternoon. Like people want to see that before they join the pre-sale. So is that also and because that's like in between now and next 2 weeks? Are you planning on doing that
Exactly.
before?
We are consistently working on it, and hopefully in next days, in next few days, you will see the updated stuff. By the way, today we have updated team section, and our team section is live right now. If you could
Just
allow me to
now
share
then.
my screen.
I'm gonna look straight now.
Furthermore, certain
Yeah.
certain websites don't exactly agree with the demo yet. I had to switch from I think it was Safari to Firefox for the demo to operate properly on my machine.
Yeah, there are some compatible issues. You know that we are going to like move the technology, move the gaming technology into web. So that's why there are some limitations, but definitely those limitations will be covered by time. But yes, as far as the things are concerned,
Yeah,
are
I
you
see
able to see my screen?
the team now. You're wearing a
There we go.
tie.
Yeah, he looks good, eh? That's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. No, but that's important too, that people see, and a video is also good. So, but yeah, like I just said, we're early in the project, so like I said, I'm still not struggling, but finding a way for me to understand it. Like yeah, I did, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I can walk upstairs, but I just kept spinning. So I'm like,
So
Exactly.
for
It's a
one,
bit difficult. I must.
yeah,
oh, you can walk. Why couldn't I walk?
Like I
You
said,
can walk with the help of arrows.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
and if
For
I
better
own this
result, please use
space,
Google.
I can put a bouncer by the
You can
door and
walk.
kick everybody out.
Yeah, exactly. You can do that. And you can, by the way, go upstairs, and you can see, and you can like interact with the products and all that with the help of arrow keys in the keyboard, and by tracking the mouse.
Okay. And this is not the final
Yeah.
way how it's gonna look, because the rendering now is still less, like I say, or simple. It's gonna be
Exactly.
like the real,
Exactly.
like if we do a render of
Exactly. Exactly.
your
What
room
we do-
river, we're gonna see the bed not made up in the room.
it's made.
You are
Yeah, but
absolutely
you'll
right.
see it. Furthermore, a further application for this, and this is something that a lot of people when they see a demo, it's difficult for people to envision how deep they can get and what applications can actually come about with this kind of software. And the VR community is amazing at coming up with different ways that they can use VR to enhance their life. And one of those is that, let's just say that you have a laptop, but let's say you trade for a living, or you watch, or maybe you need a lot of monitors, essentially, right? You can have free floating. You can have 5, 6, 7, 10 different monitors. You can have more desk space. The interaction that you have with Virtual X doesn't have to be limited to the things that you have in the real world. You can always, like for instance, my bed would probably be made in the metaverse.
Sorry, I was just teasing you. But like next time, like next year, we're gonna have a AMA inside of the metaverse. We're not in Telegram anymore, but we log into the room and do it there.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
You are
I
absolutely
think
right.
I'm
You are
gonna
absolutely right.
start getting it. But people also looked at Explore, and then there were flying over a mountain and to the Eiffel Tower and in the mountains and stuff. Um, are you, because in another one you said that you're trying to sell like the Eiffel Tower? Is that allowed that you can sell a piece of something that's community good?
Exactly, you are absolutely right. So that's why we will not sell Eiffel Tower or those stuff. We will have our own buildings like Eiffel X or something, and the building structure and the model will be like a bit different, so that we will not no one can sue us or do
Okay.
the stuff.
And this is
Yeah,
this is not the Eiffel Tower, but this is Eiffel X at the end.
Eiffel X. Yeah, because it's
Eiffel
World
X.
X. It's a parallel word. It's a World X.
Okay. I think we covered a lot already. I'm gonna see if there's people with questions and see if there's people
Sure.
with their hands raised. But usually people don't raise their hand. I'm gonna see in the chats. I think. See a mention. Oh yeah. No, I got one question. Was from the beginning because you said you're aiming for not really one specific area.
One area.
Oh, I hear myself now. Aren't you afraid to lose focus if you do all those things at once? Or are you having dedicated people for schools or dedicated people for e-commerce or
I think I think that person might have misinterpreted what exactly it was that I was trying to say, right?
okay.
We ourselves, our main focus is to make sure that the platform itself is conducive to other people developing those applications on it. Rather than us actually going and developing schools, developing these businesses for people, we're going to develop the infrastructure for them to come in and have a seamless integration of their business model.
Okay. And so you're aiming more for developers that use your technology to go into the virtual X.
Yes, in our first stage, the first prong involves getting
Exactly.
making it as seamless as possible for developers to create amazing things. And once those amazing things have been created, we're going to focus entirely on making sure that the user experience is as streamlined as possible.
Yeah. So you got your right now. We're sitting here for investors, but on the back side, you're aiming for the developers for your world.
Yeah, and if you ask anybody, right, the core to a solid tech project is you need to have solid development, and then from there you need it to be easy to use. And right now, what we're working on having as many people come in and make something that's easy to use as possible.
Okay. And I think we covered mostly everything. I'm looking. Rich, do you see any more questions? I don't think so. Maybe here. No, I don't think so. So in maybe 2 weeks, it's still tentative. We got the sale next Sunday. What are the steps that you're gonna do till the launch with Ducks? We know we have to hold some Ducks, and then we get a certain tier and can participate with the thing. The community, the Telegram is still smallish. Are you doing? This is your first AMA, you're doing back-to-back AMAs till the 14th, or are you also have marketing outside of the Telegram community, like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or?
We have our like marketing outside the Telegram as well. We are doing back-to-back AMAs, and we are like doing some post and marketing stuff on Twitter and on Telegram, plus on Insta as well. But as far as the other things are concerned, Doxed I mean, everyone knows about. Let me repeat again. Like, if someone want to participate, they must have docs available, and in order to join the pre-sale, and maximum amount for investment is 1 BNB, and yeah, the rest of the procedure, surely docs will mention each and everything on details.
Yeah, we're keeping contact with the thing, and they're gonna uh, make sure the hard cap is reached. Like that's what Dux does, and then you're launching, and then what's the first 2 weeks after launching? What are you straight going with some new feature? Are you gonna go live with something or? Because people always want to see something when they start
After
in a
2 weeks,
project. They
we
want
will
to see
straight.
something.
Exactly. Right after the launch, our main focus is to launch the marketplace for buildings, the 3D marketplace for building. So right after the launch, and right now, our main focus is to provide the platform for the community to interact or to use with the metaverse. And meanwhile, we will have an ample time to create and develop the SDKs for the users and for the developers. So our main focus is to create the NFT marketplace for buildings, the 3D NFT marketplace that I just mentioned.
Okay, that's cool. I'm through my questions, so I'm gonna give you the next floor. Like, uh, tell people why they should buy into the pre-sale and follow your project.
Yeah, exactly. So why people buy the token? Definitely, there is a huge boom in the platform, and this platform is going to be very huge. I must say that people should invest into the project. We are providing a platform for the community. We are not providing the platform for specific community. We are targeting the audience, not only the customers. We are targeting the B2B, we are targeting the B2C, plus we are targeting the developers. We are also targeting the open source developers to interact with our platform and create the 3D asset and create a marketplace. In later future, we are going to create a marketplace same as Amazon, where people will be able to buy or purchase the 3D model, the pre-built 3D models. So we are allowing small level developers, we are allowing the creative heads to join our platform, create the 3D asset, and build the community. We are building the community, and we need the community help to build along with us. So at this stage, if we I mean, it's a very good chance, and it's a beneficial, because I'm hoping that soon the price will boom, and this token price will reach to the mountains. River, you may add some things.
The personally, I think that the best that if we consider the market structure as a whole, or sorry, the state of the market as a whole, cryptocurrency is it's past its infancy and it's on its way to mass adoption. We've got one of the biggest companies in the world focusing full time on the metaverse. But here's the thing about massive companies is they move slowly. And this is the edge that we have over these massive companies is that we move quickly. We have people with experience and we have people with vision. We know what's conducive to creating a solid product, and we know the steps that we need to take to get to that product. The level of focus and attention that we have on this marketplace is greater than, if not equal to, anybody who's larger than us. And the reason being is we simply have more. We have more expertise. As Zoaib's told you, he's been doing this for a long time. We've both been interested in this kind of project for an extensive amount of time, and our track record speaks for itself. Large companies, like I said, with massive amounts of bureaucracy, they move too slowly and there's too much red tape to get anything accomplished. we know that our community that we build will be stronger in the beginning than these companies that Facebook can create, because they don't have any loyalty to them. They're just a platform. Whereas our company is built by developers for developers in the interest of creating a real community and and support for a customer basis. And this is the difference between us and other projects.
And yes, I want to add one more point. No doubt. I mean, I must say, I must appreciate Facebook because they launched Meta. They introduced the concept. If I replicate the metaverse with crypto, then I have to say that Meta is equivalent to Bitcoin because they introduced the idea. But VirtualX is going to support the developers, similar to Ethereum. We are providing the platform, similar to Ethereum. We are providing the platform for the community to mint your asset, to create your own space, similar to Ethereum, because they did the same thing. They allow people to create a contract, to create their own token with a small amount of effort. So we are also allowing the community to create your own 3D world, to create your own 3D space with the small amount of effort. So you can also you can predict the change. You guys are the new world, and you can see where the project is going.
Okay, no, that sounds exciting. That we're gonna be part of the new world and a new virtual X. So that's what we should we do now? We should join your Telegram group to keep up to date, and the Duxt group to see when if the date still stays the 14th, and to keep up to date with the project and all the new steps in the project. What's going to take? I think yeah, we have to wait till the 14th, or maybe we hear a little bit earlier if that's going through, and then we're going to buy a floor and kick everybody out. I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
I'm really nice, but I think we're gonna have a steak restaurant somewhere, and
Exactly.
have, a space
Exactly,
where we can
exactly.
join and be happy together. So that will be nice. So thank you for explaining your project, and I'll see you probably the 14th then.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for introducing the community. And yeah, we love your community, and we are hoping our best to become a part of this huge venture.
We're gonna do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a good
Bye
Thanks a
bye.
lot, guys. See ya.